Alrighty, thank you to our queen of weather. Let's take a look at our roads. You've got a lot going on, Miami-Dade County. I'm going to check back in with your roads here for you. This right here is the Palmetto Expressway just after, or before rather, Northwest 103rd Street. You can see those blinking lights. You do have an accident. It's causing you to slow down in that area. Let's take you to your map so you can see what that looks like. Right here, all that red is because of that accident. You do have two right lanes blocked. Your alternates here would be the Turnpike. You can also take Northwest 87th Avenue. You definitely want to avoid that, right? Let's take you to another accident. This one right here has several cars involved. It's on the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound just after Northwest 107th Avenue. You do have two right lanes blocked there as well. In this area, my best bet would be, or my best alternate for you would be Flagler, I would say. So definitely avoid that as well. Another accident you have, this one is fatal, so it'll likely be active for quite some time. This right here is on the June Road going southbound just after Hialeah Drive. You can see it's not causing any major delays, but definitely something to be aware of. As I mentioned, it is fatal. Let's take you over to some drive times. Broward County, you do have an accident, which I'll get to you in just a few minutes. I'll bring you that. 595 going eastbound. It'll take you about 12 to 7 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe.
Are they there?
Yeah, I got it too right here just for you guys so we could talk about how glorious it is, right? I mean, That's a great way to start your Friday, even though you know we're going to see some showers. So let's go. Temperatures are in the upper 70s, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Key West, which is nice and mild. Alexandria, South Florida. Don't leave home without the rain gear. While we're rain free for now, we are expecting storms to roll in. Moderate to heavy rain starting around 3 o'clock and then more widespread precipitation again over the same areas that got hit hard for the last 4 days. So with that being said, we are anticipating our lowest rain chances this morning. Get your errands done, get everything you need to do done until after 1 o'clock. And then most likely by 3 o'clock till about 8 o'clock, we'll see that better chance of storms. Good news is it doesn't last for the weekend. We actually see our rain chances trending down, which will bring us plenty of dry times that we desperately need here in South Florida. As for rain, I have a few showers down by the Keys, but they haven't pushed on shore yet. Let's go to the tropical update. There's an area expected to push off the coast of Africa today. That has a 40% chance of development in the next 7 days. More on the forecast coming up in just a bit.
Busy time this morning. It's been very, very active on your roads, South Florida. Right now, you're taking a live look in Broward County. I'll get back to you about that fatal accident in a second. But right here in Broward County on the Turnpike going northbound, you can see that you do still have this active accident. This is near Atlantic Boulevard. You see those left lanes still causing you some delays there. We can take you over to your maps to show you what that looks like a little closer here. This is actually the fatal accident that Alex was just talking about. It's on the June Road going southbound at Hialeah Drive. It is fatal, so it should take a long time to clear up, but you just have a small pocket. That's the good news. And once you get past it, you are in the green. Back to that other accident I was just telling you about in Broward County. You can see here still causing some heavy delays, but nothing too bad. Once you get past it, you do look a lot more clear. If you'd like to avoid this, though, you can take 441, as you do have two left lanes blocked still there. You saw that in your live look. I'll leave you with this drive times right here for you. 595 going eastbound. It should take you 16 to 10 minutes to get you where you need to go. Be safe out there.
Welcome back, South Florida, on this Friday. It is 7:44, and we received another round of some measurable rainfall yesterday that came down in buckets, about half an inch to an inch and a half in some isolated areas. I mean, it came down again. This is the third day in a row we saw those downpours, and that's what really sparked that flash flooding, those flood advisories. And the big concern today will be very similar, because we're going to have all day to heat up before the storms do roll in. We could even see them get close to that severity like what we saw yesterday in Coral Gables, all thanks to Miami heating up to near a record high of 94 degrees before the storms did roll in. That heat and humidity helped spark the severity of the storms, and we haven't had that for much of this week. Yesterday was the first time. I think today we could see it too. As for rainfall totals, it has been a soggy September. The most of the rainfall has been this week, and that will continue today. As we go into the weekend, I'm happy to tell you rain chances do start to taper off. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be completely rain-free, but I mean, we're talking 30 to 40% chance of coverage, meaning the showers will be more isolated to scattered. But the damage is done. With all the rain we've seen, we are under that level 2 flood threat at a 4 for flooding today. I think tomorrow they might allow that to expire, just depending on how much rain we do see. The best news about all of this is all that rainfall has got us out of the extreme drought conditions we were in for parts of the metro coastal areas at Fort Lauderdale. Still in a moderate drought to abnormally drought for the rest of Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Look at how beautiful it is right now in Fort Lauderdale. We are seeing mostly sunny skies, breaking through some clouds in the distance. Temperatures upper 70s and low 80s. Very similar conditions for you in the Keys. Dew points mid 70s. Our winds are moving in from the northeast, 3 to 6 miles per hour. Our feels like temperatures feeling fantastic in the lower 80s and upper 70s. That's wonderful. Setting the stage for yet another wet day, all thanks to the stalled out front, the area of low pressure, drawing in all that moisture from the Gulf, and will be the bullseye for those afternoon showers and storms as the steering component pushes them towards the metro coastal areas. We do that again tomorrow, but this in-house model barely pulls any rainfall, maybe just a few isolated showers, so definitely a drier trend is expected by tomorrow night. Before today and to tomorrow, we could see an additional 2 to 4 inches of rain, causing the possibility of some flash flooding, damaging winds embedded in these storms, and some lightning. And then here comes the reason why we're dropping our rain chances. All that dry air we've basically been so jealous of finally starts to bring itself into South Florida. Very subtle and slight, but even mixing that into our moisture content will drop those rain chances. Low risk of upcurrents for you beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be at a light chop for you in the Keys. Nearshore waters at a light chop too. As we take a look, I do need to remind you about the king tide. So this is happening because of our higher than normal tides this time of year. Next high tide 12 to 1 p.m. Otherwise, we look to Mother Nature for the flash flooding we'll be dealing with later this afternoon.
Alrighty, Julie, South Florida, things finally starting to clear up a little bit on your roads, but you're still pretty active in certain areas. Right here, this is in Broward County. For those of you who take the turnpike going northbound near Atlantic Boulevard, you can still see some delays there because of an accident. You see the shoulder and your left lane they're blocked. So let's take you over to your map so you can see that the delays are starting to clear up a little bit. They were red, now it's turning orange, so that's good news. But you saw those 2 left lanes. It's actually the shoulder and that 1 left lane that are blocked there. So you can take 441 if you'd like to avoid that. Let's take you over here. This is a fatal accident that we've been telling you about all morning long. This right here is on the June Road going southbound at Hialeah Drive. You still have that small pocket of delays. It has turned red every so often, but right now it's orange. Speeds here coming in as slowly as 15 miles per hour. It should likely be active for quite some time, so definitely consider that if that's part of your commute and you head out the door this morning. I will leave you with some drive times here. This is for Miami-Dade County. The Dolphin Expressway going eastbound. The June Road to I-95 will take you 11 minutes, and the Turnpike to I-95 will take you 33. Buckle up. Be safe.
Durda has been tracking the week of storms, and there's more planned for this afternoon. Say it ain't so.
Oh, it is so. I wish I could say it ain't so, but so it is. One more day, though, guys. We're finally going to see a transition into a whole different weather pattern for the weekend. Still a chance for showers, but not like the storms we've been dealing with this whole week long. And it's been because of the steering component with those storms pushing it towards the East Coast. Our Fort Lauderdale tower camera is showing that sunshine breaking through some clouds. So is our Miami tower camera. We are seeing our temperatures in the upper 70s, which is a nice mild start, and the lower 80s for you in Key West. All right, here comes that next round of rain as we get into the afternoon hours. We're talking right after lunchtime. We need that peak heating of the day. While today we're not expecting to flirt with records, but that peak heating will spark those storms to become numerous to more widespread. So the most quiet time of the day is right now. Our lowest rain chances between now and about lunchtime. Otherwise, I am seeing a few showers just lingering by the Keys, but nothing is pushed onshore. Let's go to the tropics. I'm going to double check this, but last we checked, we were waiting for that 8 o'clock update. This area is still a 40% chance of development. It's an area expected to push off the coast of Africa. Eventually, we'll continue to talk about this, at least for the next 7 days. More on your local forecast coming up.
All right, Julie, thank you. Breaking right now, large police presence.
All right, and thank you, Gabrielle. We're going to get back to that accident in a second. I'll show you on your maps. But in Broward County, I do want to point this out to you. Now things have moved to the shoulder here, to your left shoulder. This is the turnpike going northbound just before Atlantic Boulevard. I'll take you to your map so you can see what that looks like right here. You are still seeing some slight delays, but it's definitely not as bad as it was before. Your left shoulder, as I mentioned, blocked there. Let's take you over to that accident Gabrielle was just reporting on. This right here is where that's happening, the June Road at Hialeah Drive. It is fatal, as you heard her say. Someone did die this morning in this crash. This right here is going southbound. You see that little pocket of orange. That is what is happening there. It's been active for quite some time. It will likely continue to be active considering it is fatal. These accidents usually take much longer because they're out there investigating. So just give yourself a little extra time, and it's not a very big pocket of delays, but definitely something just to consider, especially those emergency vehicles that are around there. Let's leave it with some drive times. Dolphin Expressway going eastbound. The June Road to I-95 will take you 12 minutes, and the Turnpike to I-95 will take you 35. Be safe out there, South Florida.
Andrew, thank you.
All right. right, it's 8:31. Let's get a look at that forecast outside. Meteorologist Julie Durda standing by. Hey,
and
Julie.
it looks fantastic, Alexis, Eric, South Florida. This is the calm before the storms. Temperatures are in the upper 70s and lower 80s. We are eyeing some clouds that are just offshore, but those clouds are not producing precipitation. So this in-house model just pulled the stray shower around noon and then becoming more widespread to scattered as we go into the later half of the day and really into the evening hours. Some of these downpours will pack a punch, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as bad as the past previous days. And this is going to start to bring us into a drier, slightly drier weather pattern as we go into the weekend. As for today, it looks as though the driest time of the day is right now until about noon, and then we will see those storms start to erupt. Highs will be in the 90s. As for rain, I have a few showers that are by the Keys. Let me see if they're getting on shore. Nope, too far away. But the dry Tortugas, you're dealing with some lightning just to the north of you. Look at all of that lightning. We'll keep an eye on. Let's go to the tropics. All right, this is one area in the tropics with a 40% chance of development in the next 7 days. Just expected to push off the coast of Africa. I'll have a lot more in the local forecast coming up in just a bit.
All righty, Julie, South Florida. Good Friday morning. It's 8:33 and your roads are finally clearing up just a bit. It's Friday. You feel it out there. It's not so busy. Let's take a look right here. This is the turnpike going northbound. You did have an accident here not too long ago at Atlantic Boulevard. Well, it's since cleared, so that's good news. You can see things in your north and southbound lanes are moving smoothly. Let's take you over to your maps. Things pretty busy out there, but it was a little worse not too long ago. But still, nonetheless, those southbound lanes in 95, as usual, really congested at this hour. Let's take you to an area where we do have a fatal accident. We've been receiving live reports here on Local 10 all morning long. We do have a reporter there, Gabrielle. And right here, you can see that small pocket of orange. That's because there's a fatal accident. So there's an investigation going on there at the June Road and Hialeah Drive. It's not a very big pocket, so once you get past it, you are in the green. Just definitely something to be aware of if it's part of your commute, because it may slow you down just a bit. Let's take you over to some drive times here. My friends who take the Dolphin Expressway going eastbound, the June Road to I-95 will take you 11 minutes, and the Turnpike to 95 will take you 35. Be safe out there.